Hi, yappers! Welcome to Too Long to Text, the podcast where we overshare, give you big sister advice, share the hard-earned lessons from our 20s, and spill untold stories.
Before we get any further, make sure you're following our Instagram at Too Long to Text. That's where we'll notify you about upcoming episodes and share unseen pictures and videos.
Congrats! You've now been added to our group chat.
This topic was too long to text.
Hi, yappers! Welcome back! If you're watching, do you notice anything different?
We're kind of professionals.
We're kind of professionals. Hopefully this
we either get a couch or mic.
Every week it's
lights.
a different setup.
But I'm liking the no couch.
Yeah, no couch vibes. I don't have a couch for about 3 weeks. So there's a bit of a miscommunication with me and the shipping facility, but
No couch.
no couch. It's so funny because I had Sophia, Natalie's sister, come over the other day. Well, Natalie too, but she came in because she was just gonna like chill on the couch and watch TV or something. And we walk in, I'm like,
Oh, there's no couch.
I don't have a couch.
But you have that little chair.
Yeah, they moved like some of the
That's
chairs
funny.
to the front, or like right here. But yeah, we got mic stands, guys. So hopefully this will be a little bit better sound quality. I will say we messed up that last episode, or 2 episodes ago. Oh, we already talked about that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, never mind then. We already apologized.
Or maybe we didn't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Basically, I
don't know what day it is.
Spencer, the one with Spencer on.
yeah.
But basically, my mic was turned off, and then we realized the hard way that we really need mic stands.
So here we
Yes, pretty much everyone in our life told us.
Yeah,
we
even
do.
my father was like, why are you guys holding mics? I
Yeah, everyone was
okay.
like, please get mic stands.
Yeah.
So, here we
Today's
are.
episode's very fun.
Very fun.
I
and
feel like
highly
a lot
requested.
of people have asked about it to
Yeah.
you, like, even before the podcast.
Uh-huh.
It's all about friendships, navigating friendships in your 20s, blah, blah, blah. All of the friend stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I think friendship is one of those things that stays relevant in your life throughout your whole life. Like, it
Yeah.
changes with, like, how it is in your life, but, like, everyone of all ages is dealing with some sort of friendship. Friendship problems,
friendship
shifting.
starts, like, when you're in preschool and learning how to make friends is, like, is tough in preschool, even all the way till college.
Forever.
Making friends, and then
Yeah.
when you move to a new city, making friends, and it's ever changing, but it all kind of has that same, I think everyone's always like anxious about it. It's the same
Yeah.
theme.
And I feel like you never really stop making new friends. Like, I think you develop your core friends, but then they end up changing throughout your life.
Yeah, we even
and-
have like mom friends one day.
Yeah. That's actually something people say this about relationships too, but like, you haven't even met some of the most important people in your life.
That's so
Like,
weird. I'm like,
so
upset.
cool. Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to meet them, please.
Please, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say my voice memo of the week to start because it has to do with being a mother. Because this weekend I was a mother of 2.
Just a second. Last time was
I know,
Spencer
everyone's
too.
gonna be like, wait, is she a mom? No, I wish. I like to pretend when I'm with
One
these
day.
babies. No, but yesterday was the first day I babysat both the babies. That I usually babysit one. Now he has a little brother who's 2 months and he's so cute and tiny.
He's perfect.
But I was helping the mom out because she had an event. But basically, the 2-year-old fell asleep in the car, which was like perfect. But the infant was still like kind of awake. But we didn't want to take the 2-year-old. I didn't want to take the 2-year-old out of the car so he can sleep. So I was basically holding the newborn, walking in circles around the car to make sure the baby was still sleeping. Like, my forearms are like sore.
Yes.
So I was like, wait, this is so chill. Like, I can have 2 kids one day. And then all of a sudden, the 2-year-old and actually, the infant fell asleep in my arms, which was so cute. He had like little
Oh, it's the
newborn
best.
scrunch, but I was like, oh my god, I can't move, and I'm like, rocking and
right.
rocking.
It's like sacred. When a
Uh-huh.
baby falls asleep, it's like you cannot breathe. Yeah.
And then I see in the car that the 2-year-old wakes up, and I'm like, shit. And he's like screaming for his mom, like bloody murder in like the parking lot. But then I'm with the newborn, and then
Yeah.
it's like I can't take him out of the car seat or hold him because I'm holding the newborn. Anyways, I was like, wow. Like, I always think like you have one baby and like that's so cute, and I want to have multiple kids one day. And I think like, I don't know, I want them to have siblings. I feel
Yeah.
like it's very important
Of
for
course.
their development.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, holy shit, it's actually insane to have such young babies. It's different if maybe they were like even 2 and 4 or like a little bit older, but to have an infant and then a 2-year-old who want to be held. So finally his mom came back and like he wanted to be held by her, and I was holding the infant.
Oh,
it's
that's
very
like,
fun to play mom.
Even my sister with her kids, like the older one was 5 or 4, or actually maybe 6 when the younger one was born. And even then, like, the older one would be throwing a fit when the younger one was, like, sleeping or, like, whatever, vice versa. And it just was, like...
But especially the dynamic of, like, now there's a new baby and I'm not getting attention and my mom's holding the baby and I'm not being held, so I'm not her baby anymore. So I was, like, literally, like, jotting down notes. I'm, like, I'm not having kids right now. But,
like, you're, like, taking note of this.
She was, like, learning and, like, it's crazy. So it's just so funny because one day I'm, like, yeah, I want a family of multiple kids.
And then you're around multiple kids.
And then you're like, oh, wow, multiple at once to get. And I get why people are like, oh, no, I'm only having 1 or 2 kids because it's just so much. You want to give your like 100%. But it's like also physically, I literally could not take him out of the car seat because this one's sleeping in my arm. And it's very fun. Though.
No, yeah.
Anyways, that's my voice memo.
That's like,
and I'm like taking pictures to send to you guys.
They FaceTime me again and she had a little baby in her arms. It was so cute.
He was so cute.
It's so weird though because I was just thinking as you were talking, like, I was the youngest, so I never dealt with like a new baby coming in until I was 12, and it was my niece, so I was like excited.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and also you have different moms, obviously, so it's like you're still your mom's baby,
right?
So it's
true. Even when it was a new person. Yeah, so true.
So tough to navigate.
Can't wait to be a mother.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, take him back.
I'm gonna adopt one now.
You do? You want to adopt?
No.
Oh.
I am gonna adopt.
Casey wants to adopt one too.
Tomorrow.
Oh. No, I literally, like, as the baby was laying on me, I was like, even though you didn't come out for me, obviously, like, I can steal you and love you forever. Yeah. I would love you just as much. So, like, obviously, like, it's just the cute.
No, even now, but, like, my niece's entire, breathe it out. My niece's entire lives, and even now, I don't care how old they get, like, I have said this since I was literally, like, 13. I would adopt them. Like, if I got a call, like, they need someone to adopt them, I'd be on the next flight. Like,
so good.
I would not, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and actually, like, it is, I heard, like, harder to adopt, like, a 13-year-old versus a 3-month-old or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be good, though.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Well, especially if it was my niece, though.
Well,
like,
you did, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But that's so pure.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm not here with a
I'm like, I probably
story.
don't have time in my life to be babysitting, but like I just have to.
No, you have to make room for it.
What I've actually talked about, because my dad was like, wait, what are you doing? You have so much going on. I was like, no, I know, but for me, it's almost meditative. Because when I'm with them, I'm like, this is all that matters in life is like,
and
babies.
Your focus is so like.
Yeah, so like, and I have a hard time like sitting still or like not being on my phone and like, which like you're better being like, I'm not gonna look at my phone tonight. Like, I can't do that. It's an issue. So, but being with the baby, I literally can't be on my phone. So it kind of forces me to, I don't know. It is really meditative for me, and
it's also
is an escape from my life.
Yes. Do you feel like, because whenever I watch kids, I always realize like I'm less mentally tired, but I'm so physically tired, but it's kind of nice. Because I feel like we're always mentally exhausted, but our bodies are always like jittery. Yeah. So it's kind of nice to be like, you leave and you're like, holy shit, like I need to go lay down. Yeah. And it's kind of like a nice change.
It is. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, if I had a few hours yesterday on my Sunday that I would have just like laid on the couch and like thought I was resting my brain scrolling, I actually like got more clarity being with these babies. I don't know. So.
Because it's a different type of tired. Yeah. Yeah. Well, honestly, I had a pretty chill week in terms of like crazy things happening, so that's good. But for my voice memo, I was not. Yeah, I want to talk about my experience being somebody else this weekend. I was Hannah Montana.
You're 3 people in one. You were Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, and Sophie.
Exactly. So
that's a lot of
work.
I
was Hannah Montana for Halloween. Natalie, my girlfriend, was Lily, like her best friend.
She looked really good.
She looked so good. It fit her so perfect. I have never gotten that many compliments on a costume. Really? People loved it. I think it's just like so nostalgic, so recognizable. People just liked it. And I will say though, it's okay. This is actually so interesting. I had like the epiphany this year where I was like, wow, this is the first year where like I don't really care about like looking good. Like I kind of just wanted like a fun costume. Yeah. Like I remember even a couple years ago, like Brie, for example, loves to wear a wig. And I always would think to myself, like, oh, that's so cool. Like, you have to have confidence to, like...
Or, like, this is the one day I can just, like, look sexy. So
Yeah,
look sexy.
yeah. It's giving, like, Katie... What's her name from Mean Girls? Katie...
Yeah.
Or whatever. Who says that? They're like, it's one day a year where girls can dress like... It's Katie, I think.
Katie.
But,
Yeah.
like, I was just always, like... Even, like, I wasn't dressed in something, like, super showy every year. But even, like, last year when we did... like Red Riding Hood or whatever. Like I was still in something like cute, you know, and like
oh my god,
did my hair. I know. But like this year, I mean, it was cute, but I was like very much like I was completely
playing the
covered. I was playing the part. Like I was in a wig. Like I was not in an outfit or a state where I like felt super confident. But I had an epiphany where I was like, wait, I'm so happy I'm in this stage of life where like I want to wear like a fun costume that's like. I don't know, like...
Your point was to, like, be Hannah Montana, not to, like, make Hannah Montana something that she's not. Like, you're playing ode to, like, the OG.
Exactly, and, like, I wasn't trying to, like, be the hottest one at the party, or, like, not that I was every year. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was just, like...
You're like, I still was the hottest one.
I still was the hottest one, and I was Hannah Montana. No, I don't know, I just felt like... I just, like, was able to lean into the costume more and feel more confident.
That's so cute, I like that.
So it was really fun. The party was fun. It was, like, one of those rare nights where... I didn't have to drink much at all, and I was like the perfect drunk the whole night, having so much fun. Like, didn't get sad drunk, didn't get any type of like anxiety the next day. Like, it was just like a good setting. Didn't have to drink much.
Yeah, because
like,
if you said anything wrong, it was Hannah Montana.
Exactly. So any mistakes I made, blame Hannah. And then if Hannah messed up too much, take the wig off. I'm Miley, and that was Hannah. So I was no, I did take my wig off. Not until I was also.
Was it itchy?
It was itchy until I was drunk.
Yeah.
And then it was fine. But I was sweating so bad. But I think I ended up taking the wig off, like, not till, like, 3 a.m., which I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And it was just a house party. Like, it wasn't even like
tired still?
No, I'm fine now.
Oh.
I was just tired
and
the day
time
after.
change.
Oh, yeah, we got an extra hour of sleep, which was nice.
It's literally 4:55 and it's dark.
Completely dark.
Well, but that is funny because I walked around, like, Montana where I used to trick or treat, and I saw the high schoolers, like, in the little...
Yeah.
Tiny little outfits, and I'm like, oh my god. First of all, like, I still feel that age, kind of. Or, like, I can't believe that was, like, a long time ago. Like, almost, like, 10 years ago.
Literally.
15 for me.
Okay, let's talk about how 18 is almost 10 years ago for me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Sickening.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know what you're going through.
Yes.
Like, I get it.
And
and you look
totally
great.
get it. Yeah. I totally get it. And, you know, I'd be lying if I didn't say that, like, when a couple girls walked in that looked so hot and so good, I wasn't, like, I didn't feel like that weird girl with the glasses, like...
Well, my mom was saying, because she had 3 girls, obviously, and, like, she said it's the same pattern every 3 years on Halloween. She said there's an age, maybe it's, like, 13 or something, that, like, you start to be, like, it's okay to dress up sexy, maybe, or maybe it's 15, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, like, she was, like, you guys all hit that age, and it was, like, clockwork every, like, freshman year of high school, and it was, like...
You no longer want to do the cool,
Yeah,
like,
she's like, it was, like, you can feel sexy, and being in, like, doing Halloween is, like, the day you can, like, feel that way.
Yeah,
so it's just so funny.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun, though.
I just can't wait till I can, like, dress up with my children one
Yeah,
day.
like a family costume or something. Yeah.
What would you be?
Oh, I don't even know. Depends how many kids I have.
Oh, Justin Bieber's kid was...
That was brilliant, guys. Justin Bieber's kid was baby, like, Justin Bieber. Baby, like, that era.
He was the
purple sweatshirt.
Yeah. Oh my god, what's this?
Baby.
Oh, yeah. He was
baby. He was baby
yeah.
Justin baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Oh, that was so iconic.
So good. And then they were also Jack and The Incredibles.
That
like,
was good.
Really smart.
Yeah, and even Haley, like, she still, like, looked sexy, but she wasn't, like, trying to be. Yeah. And, like, she just was, like, putting in the character.
She's
perfect. Whatever.
I had to cut, 2 episodes ago, I had to cut out, like, a 5-minute segment just of us talking about how, like, cool and amazing Haley Bieber was. We went on forever about Haley Bieber, and I was like...
going on.
No, I know. I was like, okay, we clearly love her.
People love her now.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she deserves it. Anyways, let's get into our
friendship topic, because we're best friends with Haley anyway.
Yeah. So me and my girl Haley, manifesting. You said
I do have reoccurring dreams about Billie Eilish being my friend.
Yeah. Well, you said we still don't know who our friends are going to be.
True.
They're like, oh, we actually don't want to be your friends.
They're like, Renee Rapp didn't text you back.
Anyways,
friends.
Let's start with talking about, like, the value of female friendships in terms of, like, the relationship with people you grew up with, meaning like your first friend in your life is your mom, your dad, your siblings, like if you have, and I feel like that sets kind of the foundation of like, yeah, like creating a friend.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think it's so interesting too, because then if I think back to like making my first friends at like school and stuff, I would look for friends who wanted to play the games that my parents raised me playing. Like I loved make believe. My parents always played make believe with me. So my first friendships, I would become friends with people who wanted to play make believe. Like were you into make believe? I was like,
no.
What?
Well, I was very like, Jolie was like that and Casey was like that, and I was just like an old soul. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was reading novels.
Yeah, no, I don't think still haven't read a novel. No, but I was very much like, Mom, I know Santa isn't real, just tell me. Like, I always wanted to be talking with adults, whatever. I mean, I did have like some make-believe, but like Casey could have like sticks and she was like flying as a fairy. Yes. Like, great imagination for me. I was like, okay, now give me like,
interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would do like Mommy and Baby a lot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I liked that too. Wait, did you play with Barbies?
I did play with Polly Pocket.
Okay, but what age did you stop playing with Barbies? This is off topic, but
well, it's different because I had a little sister, so we would continue playing Barbies, but maybe like I remember playing with like my friend Isabella in like middle school.
Okay.
Maybe
because the
Barbies are doing something different. Like maybe they're like having sex.
Oh, my Barbies were. I was making my Barbie sister.
Like that's different as long as they're growing up with you.
That's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I played Barbies probably till I was 13.
When's like the last time you touched that Barbie?
I can't think about that. No, I can't think about that. But yeah, no, I like. It's interesting. The value that's like placed on friendships does change so much throughout life. Like when you're a kid, it's like I want this person to be my friend because they like playing the same games as me, and then it evolves to like. Maybe in middle school they like the same sport as you or the same music as you, and then high school it's like they have the same style as you, or again with sports, or they like to do the same things outside of school, and it's just like
a convenience too, like who's in my fourth period, who's in my first period class. So it is a convenience.
Like who's in your homeroom this year, like that's who you cling to.
There's like desk partner friends. Like I had people I'd only talk like in class, but not later on. Yeah. It's funny, one of my desk partners reached out to me after I got engaged, being like, I remember us talking like the first time you guys kissed, because like you would just like talk to your desk partner, but like I would never like follow up on our relationship.
Yes. No, it's so fun. Yeah, there's so many people that I knew like in high school, and I like went through so many different grades with them, and I talked to them in school every single day, but I don't think I've ever hung out with them outside of school one time. Like, it's so funny how that works. But yeah, it just like is constantly shifting, and it all does begin with like whoever is first present in your life. And I feel like that develops kind of how you feel like you show up in your friendships, but then also like how you expect your friends to show up throughout your life. Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. And like, I don't know, my mom was always like, she always did say like friends come and go, but like your siblings will like always be your siblings. So that's like your first important friend almost. But even if they don't still become your most important friend, they still are the ones who've known you since you were literally born.
Right.
So it's like they know every little, like they've seen you develop, even if like you're an adult and you're different, but they still know who you were as a kid, and you have that like nostalgia and like family understanding and parent and I don't know, dynamic. So it's something interesting.
That, though, I struggle with that. So I don't know if you relate to this, because you're like closer with your family and your siblings than I am. But like I have a hard time with like family and then also like long-term friends where I'm like, you don't know me anymore. You know like an old version of me. And I feel like even like with my family, it's like they're always like slightly behind. Like things they think I like, or like things that they think I still do, or just little things they say, I'm like, oh, you obviously have an idea of me in your head that's like outdated. And I struggle with that of like with long-term friendship stuff where I'm like, you don't even know me anymore.
Yeah, well, especially if you're not like, if they're not seeing your development every day or every week or every month, whereas like your friends now who you do live near, like do see that development. Like I can see how you've changed in a year from now, and like whatever, just the differences, like even your interests. We talk about like what we used to wear last year compared
Yes,
to
yeah,
now
yeah,
is
yeah.
different. But like,
Yeah.
you live across the country
Yeah.
from your family, so it's
Yeah,
like
so true. And I
they
have
don't
for a long
see
time,
you every day, and
too,
you're not
yeah.
calling your mom every day, be like, now today I'm wearing this outfit,
Right,
even
right,
as like
right.
service level as that.
No, yeah.
But like, or you're not telling her every little detail of, I don't know, work or relationship stuff each day that's
Right.
developed. Maybe like you do a catch up later on, or they
right.
see.
Yeah.
But
And like little details get left out. Yeah.
I do think that there is something special, and like we were talking about, like the nostalgia though of someone knowing you at your youngest form, because even though you're different than you were when you were younger, it still sometimes feels nice to see like that family member, that childhood
Right, like they just
friend
know
that
you,
did
get
know
you.
you, even if you're so different. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have friends now that like we'd probably never be friends if we were to meet now, but
Yeah.
I do gain something from them when I'm with them present day, because it's like they knew that Sophie, and just because I'm not the same as I was, that was still a part of Sophie. Like whoever I was at like 5, 16, whatever, like
Yeah.
that was still a part of me and my growth. So
Right.
it is comforting, or even like
That's so
certain
true,
traditions
yeah.
you do in your family, or like certain ways your family dynamic is, and no one else will understand but them.
Yeah. No, it's so true. Even thinking about like my best friend back home, Lauren, like I see her like once a year, if that now. But like every time that we get to hang out, like we still do the same things that we always did in high school. Like we go and we drive, we get food, we get coffee, like whatever it is. And it's the same hangouts we did growing up. And it's so nostalgic. And it does like bring me back to that version of myself in a healing way. Like it does. Yes, it's like, ooh, like I feel like I'm like reverting back to an old version of myself, but not always in a bad way. You're right. Like sometimes it's like, oh, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I really enjoyed at 16, at 17. Like it's fun to go back and
Or
do it
even
again.
even the overwhelming nostalgia could even be like, oh wow, I'm not like that, and could even make you reflect, being like, oh, I'm so like
I've grown
glad
so
I moved,
much.
or I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
glad
yeah.
I grew
That
so
is
much.
true,
But it's
yeah.
good and reflective. And like we were talking about, like friends serving different purposes in your life now currently,
Yeah.
but also then. So like I don't need like that friend that I see once in a while that was my childhood friend, for example. Like they serve that purpose in my life of bringing that nostalgia
yeah.
to me, and I'm still so happy when I see them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like they need to be my bestest friend ever, and they're my everyday friend, because I think when you
Right.
get older, there's people who are your everyday friends, there's people that I can still consider my
Yeah.
best friends, but they're not my everyday
Right,
friends. But
right.
again, because they were my childhood
Yeah,
friends.
it's like my high school dance team. Like I see them once in a blue moon, but every time I see them, it's like that's my high school dance team.
Well,
like they will forever be my teammates.
I was going to say, like being on
Yeah.
a team as a dancer,
Yeah.
playing sports, like there's something so sacred that
special.
like whatever you have, even though like I'll give it on my perspective, because I
Yeah.
also was part of a dance team, but like even though like you're my best friend and we're probably more similar, relate more, have more fun than I would now with my dance friends.
Yeah.
You will never give that same feeling that
Right.
I had with my
That was-
friends. That doesn't mean
exactly.
that
No,
like we're not
exactly.
that close or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like they provided something because that was a certain time of my life.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
Also, speaking of dance, that reminded me, like, going back to, like, people are in your life for different reasons or, like, for different seasons of your life. My dance teacher always told us, and I've said this when I used to do my own podcast, I know I said this on there too, like, I love, this is advice I love to give people too, but people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And it's interesting because a lot of times you don't know what the person was to you until maybe they left your life, or until it's been like 2 years and you're like, oh shit, like I didn't think this person was going to be more than just like a quick friend or a convenience friend, whatever. But it's so true. Like if you think back to like childhood friendships, like they were in your life either for just your childhood for a season, or maybe they like ended up not being a great friend and they taught you a lesson, so they were there for a reason, or maybe they were there in college when you didn't have anyone else and that was their reason.
yeah, they served that.
Yes.
They served a purpose for a
Yes.
reason. Even like, this is weird to relate to, but like when my grandfather passed away, like I felt like I learned more things from him after he passed. 'Cause
I
I
feel
was
the way
like,
about my Nana too.
oh, he's the one that did this, or like, oh, like I really liked the way he lived life this way, but I would have never like really thought about
Yes,
it until
yes.
after. So
It's like
kinda
the reflections,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like, oh, now I'm thinking of my dance friends. I'm like, oh, they were like understood my passion. They understood, you know, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so specific.
Yeah,
but-
and every every relationship you have with every friend in your life is so different, and it's kind of weird how it will work out, because I look at like my friends I went to school with in high school, and I saw them way more, but besides like my best friend Lauren, I was never as close to or connected with any of them in comparison to my dance team, which I didn't see nearly. Like I saw them most days after school, but I still definitely saw my friends at school more, and somehow still ended up emotionally connected to my dance team way more than my school friends. So it's just interesting how that plays out, and like you never know what purpose a friend is going to serve in your life.
I was gonna say that I think there's, like you were saying, different seasons of your life they serve different purposes, but also now talking about like what about the friends now in your life serving different purposes at this very point. You know what I mean? Instead of like purposes like throughout your life, but now like right now. Like I know I have friends that I really go to for specific advice, and they're really good listeners, and then I go to a friend, for example, like she and I have the same interest, whether it's like going to work out together, or like that kind of a hobby, or like we follow the same people online so we can talk and connect to that. Like I don't know, it's just different. Like if I'm with Spencer, we're not going to talk about Pilates or working out. She doesn't relate to that. But that doesn't exactly. That doesn't mean that I like she's my less close of a friend. She just serves a different purpose in my life than a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. And it's also like okay, for example, I'll use Maddie as an example. You guys know Maddie if you're listening, and like you know Maddie too. Like on paper, Maddie and I are like different people. Like we have different interests and whatever, but like connecting with her, like we are connected. Like emotionally we align with like friendship values. And so that's it. Like she's such a special person to me, but she's not the person that I, like talk about Pilates with, or talk about the YouTubers I like with, or talk about fashion with. She's not that type of friend, but she's still my best friend because she provides me with this like support and this like, what's the word? Like I'm looking for a word that's like friendship. This like, I don't need this. She's this presence in my life that's like always been so supportive and stable and like.
And constant.
Yes, constant. And so, but then I have like you guys here, and like, I don't know, you're right. Like I have so many different friends that serve so many different purposes. And yeah, it's just so crazy.
I think that goes into too of like the pressure people put, and I've done this before where I'm like, well, I don't know if this person is considered my best friend because they don't hit all the boxes that they should be serving. You know what I mean? But I think it puts less pressure on yourself and your friend when they don't have to tick all the boxes of you're not going to find a carbon copy of yourself in one person. That's why it doesn't have to be a big friend group. We don't have a big friend group, but like even like having like, I have like my friends from college, like 2 of them I'm still close with, and you have your 2 friends from Florida. I mean, obviously we all have like more college, more Florida friends, but like the ones you've really stayed connected with that you consider like family. And they serve different purposes that I don't need to like, otherwise it puts so much pressure. I'm like, well, that friend from college doesn't really like fill this like hole for me or do this, then like that's not fair to them, but they do serve other purposes. So I think it puts less pressure on your friendship.
Definitely.
And on yourself and on them for them to meet a need that's just like, it's like an unrealistic expectation.
Oh my God, yeah. That's like something, when I moved to LA, something that I was faced with. And then also like, I know people in my life who are still like currently working through this, where they like had and have a really great core group of friends that they grew up with, or that they knew like when they lived somewhere else, and then are now struggling to find a friend group that compares. And like when I moved to LA, I was having trouble like finding another Brie and Maddie, who are my best friends in Florida, and I was constantly just like searching for Brie and Maddie, and I was never finding that. I was finding people that I had common interests with. I was finding people that I thought were fun to hang around with. I was finding people who like liked to go out with me, like whatever. I was finding those people, but I wasn't finding a Brie and Maddie. So in my head, I was just like not giving anyone the time of day, because I was like,
nothing.
These people aren't Brie and Maddie. I'm not even going to waste my time with these people. And then I actually had a therapist tell me like, you're not trying to find another Brie and Maddie. Like you're not trying to find a replica, or
because you won't.
Or because you won't. Or even like not even a replica. Like you're not even trying to find people that are on level playing ground with Brie and Maddie. Like you don't need to find, like taking the pressure off yourself of like, you're not trying to find your ultimate best friends. You're trying to find a friend to hang out with in this new city you live in. And from there, like see where it develops. And like I got lucky and I met you and I met Spencer and like ended up finding 2 people.
But maybe because you let go of that, you were able to find that.
But even still, like you guys are Spencer and Sophie.
Yeah.
You're still not Brie and
Yeah.
Maddie. Like, you guys
Yeah.
serve entirely different purposes
Yeah.
and live in entirely different chambers in my
Yeah.
heart. Like,
Yeah.
you all have your own specific place. Like, you didn't replace them. They're not overshadowing you. Like, you are living entirely separate within, like, one isn't more special than the other, but also none of you are less special than the
Yeah.
other. Like, you're all,
Yeah.
but you're just,
Yeah.
it's different.
Well, talking about like that kind of replacement,
yeah.
what advice would you give, like, if you do feel replaced from a friend?
Oh my God.
Or I don't even know if you
Yeah.
have any. I don't think I have any, but I'm just trying to think, like, when you feel replaced. Well, I guess you have to talk to yourself. Like the same thing you just said is helping me, where it's like they serve a different purpose. So you're not
Yeah.
actually replaced. You'll never actually replace them. But like, I've had a friend who's been like, we used to be best friends, and now I see her hanging out with other people. But it's like, in different seasons of your life, there's your everyday friends, and I think it's, as friends, we should not take it so personally. So as much as like I'm growing and changing, that other person's growing and changing. It's very rare that you stay friends with your childhood friends.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
You know?
Oh my God, yeah.
But
also, like, it is hard though, like, if you're growing apart from a friend. For me, it's really only ever been because of physical distance. Like, I move always. And like, it is really hard seeing your friends start hanging out with other people. But something that
I think that's a very normal human, like,
so normal.
Yeah.
But something that like I really struggled with and kind of still do is like, it kind of like throws me off when I meet this new person in their life that they're very close with and I don't know at all. Like, they'll mention a name and they're like, oh yeah, like this person, and I'm like, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or like, another thing that's hard is like trying to fit in with friends that they've made, because I've had experiences where like I meet new friends who like I don't mesh well with, or like wouldn't be my friend if it wasn't their friend first.
Because they're also changing.
Because they're also
like,
changing.
whatever phase in life they're in,
Yes.
they're gonna meet that
Yes.
person.
And it's like, it puts you in a weird place where you're like, something I really felt when I like went back and visited old friends is like, I then felt like the outsider in my own friendships because
hard.
they had their own friend group again,
Yeah.
and I was now the outsider, but I used to be like in the core friend group. So it was just like,
and I think the only way to
interesting.
help that situation, instead of just like feeling bad for yourself, is talking to yourself the way you
Yes.
are, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, this is their friend in their season of their life, and like maybe they wouldn't be friends with the friends I would even make now, but I know how important they are to me because of the history we have, and like I like fulfill a certain part of their
Right.
friendship that they long for, that they're not going to find in that
Right.
person. But it is a very like weird feeling when you're like not in the know, and then you're like,
Yes.
someone that I love and is so important to me, I don't even like know this part of their
Yes.
lives.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
so weird. I think also like putting myself in I guess my own shoes, like it means so much to me when my old friends or like my long distance friends make an effort to become friends with or get along with or get to know my newer friends. And so like I want to provide that same energy towards them too, and like not get so like, because it isn't personal. Like them finding different people to hang out with isn't because they no longer want to be friends with you. Same reason like you're not finding new friends because you're over your old friend groups. Just like everyone needs
You're
friends,
growing
and you're
and-
growing, and
Yeah, and you meet people when you have a new job. You become friends at work, or you're dating somebody now that's bringing this friend in.
Or
So
new
it's not even like you're
interests. Yeah.
seeking it. Like
Right.
you've made friends through Natalie, not maybe
Right.
if you were like seeking it out, but like
Right.
you develop, also people that you're close with. It's important in a relationship or friendship to show of interest in who they're close with.
yes,
Almost.
definitely, yeah.
I have friends that like you probably wouldn't be friends with either, but like you putting effort when you do see them, it means a lot to me.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, even if you guys aren't friends,
Right.
like it's still,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure even like Brie and Maddie, when I hang out with them, like for you, it's probably, I mean, I actually love Brie and Maddie. And
Yeah.
like, I
love you.
consider them my friends
Yeah.
now. I feel like we spent time, like a lot of time,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like at first, before I knew them, you were always like, oh my God, my 4 friends, like that. It means a lot to you. So me as your friend, seeing that means a lot to you, I want to put an effort into that.
Exactly. And I think that is important to remind yourself too. Like if you're struggling with feeling left out or feeling like your friends have moved on or whatever, like not taking it so personally maybe, and like being more of like putting more of an effort in of like, okay, this is not against me, it's for them, and like trying your best to like stay close to them by getting to know the people who are important to them currently, you know?
Yeah. Another thing I think that comes up with friendships is like competitiveness and like jealousy. And I'm not going to not say that I've not felt that way. Like that's again a very human, normal feeling thing to feel. But like sometimes I wonder, is it like I have to take a step back. I'm like, okay, are they making me feel that way because something that's going on with them and they're projecting? Or is it me and they're not doing anything and I'm just insecure about something, or I'm feeling competitive because they have something that I want? Am I just jealous?
Right.
But because I think obviously it's a red flag in a friendship if they're making it competitive. Because I've grown up with friends where I'm like, oh, wait, I don't feel like we're competitive, but why are you
competing with me?
Yeah, upset about this thing. And then that's obviously something that is hard because like they have to, that's like a them thing. Yeah. And it's almost like I need to like distance myself from that. There's something you can really do to be like, well, I'm sorry. Like, you're like, I don't know, I'm better than you. And I'm kidding.
No, it does put you in a weird place. Like when someone is jealous of you or envious of you or competitive, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You know?
I feel like I do something I feel like I've done recently is like kind of overcompensate talking negatively about myself or things. So it's like because I mean, even with my job, sometimes could feel like glamorized in a sense where like my friends who are working normal jobs too, and I fortunately was put in this position, which has been in just I don't know, I'm very grateful, whatever. But I do sometimes feel like I have to overcompensate with being like, oh, I'm miserable, I hate it, because I don't want them to feel badly, and maybe it makes them realize that, I mean, it is the truth. I am sometimes really depressed or overwhelmed or whatever with my job, but sometimes I have to like overdo it.
That's so
This is very honest of me, but like I think like I have to overly compensate so it's not so like they understand feel like
wait, that's so interesting because I find myself like being like underdoing it, like being like oh yeah, but like really at the end of the day, like it's great get to film videos and like respond to comments. Like it's really an easy job. Like I know it's the easiest job. I never want, like I feel like I always have to be like, no, don't worry. I know that I have an easier go. So like,
no, but that's doing the same thing.
I know. It's just like, it's like a reverse.
It's reverse, but it is doing the same thing of being like
undermining your own. Yeah.
Which is interesting. So it's like, well, then maybe I'm in the wrong friendship if I feel like I have to dim my light or I have to dim like whatever, like instead of just like being honest.
Because like also, I know you feel this way too, but like I want to be able to go to my friend and like I want to be able to have this like surface level complaint or just like this stupid like say I'm envious or jealous of someone else. Like I want to be able to come to my friend and be like, ugh, this person, whatever, and they're not going to be like, well, like you shouldn't feel that way because like I want them to just be like, oh, that is so annoying and like. I don't know, just like be so supportive no matter what I'm bringing, whether it be like, let me come and let me brag to you, like let me celebrate my wins with you, let me complain about stupid things to you. Like I want to have that place where like, so that's like something important.
There's a non-judgmental friendship zone.
Yeah, where they're not envious, they're not jealous, they're not rooting for you to fail. Like,
I think also competitiveness changes so much from like high school, college to now as an adult, because in high school, college, mostly the people you're with, like whether you're on a dance group or in the band or whatever, it's like they're doing similar things. And so there is a lot of competitiveness. I was in choir and there was competitiveness. Who's the best singer? Same with dance. Who's the best dancer? Like we grew up as competitive dancers.
Like who has the best clothes?
So like we're all in the same age group. You're the same age. So now though, when you're in your 20s, it's a little different because there's a wide range of what people are doing in their 20s. Some 21-year-olds are having a baby. Yeah. Some 29-year-olds are just getting their first dream job.
Some people are still in school.
Yeah, some people are still in school. And like, so I think that's really hard is like, and I know you've talked about this in your videos of like comparison of people in your 20s, because that is such a hard thing. And I feel like it's really important to find those friends where, of course, it's a normal human reaction to see that friend and be like, oh, like I wish I had that about them, or like this part of their life seems easier or whatever. Like I wish I was there. But I think it's like you can still feel that way, but you don't have to project that.
Right.
That
Like, you
jealousy
can't
on.
stop necessarily. You can't, like, say you are feeling jealousy towards a friend or something like that. You can't really stop yourself from having those emotions.
Yeah.
It's just like, you then have to be a responsible friend
Yes.
and not project it,
Yes.
not make them feel like they did something wrong. Like, if a friend is coming to you celebrating a win,
Yeah.
your job is to celebrate their win.
Yeah, because then that friend's not going to want to come to you about certain things that maybe excites them, or like, again,
Right.
dimming down your light. So maybe now I'm not talking about cool successes or things that have happened in my life, because I feel like I
don't wanna, like,
I don't wanna,
bother them.
One, bother them,
Yeah.
hurt their feelings. I
Right.
don't want them to feel badly or whatever. So like, I'm dimming myself down. Obviously, there's a balance. I don't need to be like,
Of
this
course.
is what's so good in my
Well,
life.
because being,
but-
like, coming to your friends to celebrate a win or to, like, say you're proud of yourself or whatever is different than, like, being cocky or being,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's, like, just because you're celebrating yourself or whatever
Yeah.
it is, like, doesn't have to be the extreme
Yeah.
of, like,
I will say though, like, sometimes being in different places, like, I'm comparing, I guess, like, us with Spencer and stuff. Like, when she's in school, like, when she gets an A on her test, we're like, yes,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But it's like, when you're in school and she gets an A and we got a B, you're like,
it's
fuck.
like, yeah, fuck, yeah, that's so true.
Which is weird.
So
but-
true.
Because we're not really in that phase of, like, school. But I don't know. I mean, it's just...
It's true, actually. Like, I wonder how that is, because I don't have any close friends who do the same thing for work as me. And when I did have that, like, feeling of, like, like, they're getting cooler opportunities, or, like,
Yeah.
how come I didn't get that invite? How come I didn't get that brand deal? Whatever it
Yeah.
was. So it's interesting because, like, my girlfriend, you, Spencer, Bree, Maddie, all of
All
you.
different.
So, completely different.
If anything, like, me and Maddie, like, are,
You
and Natalie
Natalie,
are
yeah.
all, like,
The
in the fitness
fitness
industry,
world.
but also so different.
But also so different. Like, everyone
Yeah.
does their
Well,
own thing
yeah.
so, like, completely different. And so it's interesting, like, I think I'm lucky because I do such different work than the rest of my
I was
friends.
like, maybe the point of this is to find friends that are not.
Yeah, like, maybe,
not,
maybe you don't need something to do.
No.
But I don't know. I think also, like, if you are surrounded by friends who are doing similar things to you and you do find yourself comparing to them a lot, I just think the important thing to note is, like, that's, for lack of better words, like, a you problem. And maybe let's, like, play devil's advocate. If you feel like your friend is, like, constantly bragging, I guess maybe is a good word, like, in a time when they're not actively bringing something, like, I don't think the right time to, like, be like, I really don't like when you do this, is, like, when they are trying to celebrate something.
Yeah.
So, like, celebrate them, and then
Well, it's like, read the room.
yeah, read the room. Like, celebrate them, let them have that moment. But then maybe later on or at a different time, be like, I mean, maybe it could be a serious conversation where you're like, I'd really love to talk to you about, like, maybe, like, not coming to me with certain things because it's just, like, bothering me right now in this moment. Or, like,
Yeah.
whatever, just communicating.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to, like, regardless of how you feel, if your friend is coming to you with needing advice or wanting to celebrate or anything, like, just showing up for them in the way
Yeah.
you know they need. I think that's, like, for me, like, a friendship green flag.
Well,
Like,
it's putting
something that's
other
just-
people first before your own needs is important as a friend.
Yeah, but it's not even, like, I feel like, though, that, like, it is putting them before you, but only in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
are going to address your feelings
Yeah.
and give yourself the time and space, too. But I think, like you
Let
said,
them
like,
do
reading...
it first. If they're
Yes.
reaching out because, like, maybe they don't have anyone else that's
Right.
gonna
Right.
like applaud them for doing something.
Right, and I've had times where I've, like, reached out to a friend or, like, said something to a friend or whatever, and it didn't get, like, the response wasn't exactly what I
hate
want. And it's
that.
the worst
Yeah,
feeling.
it
Like,
is a bad
they don't
feeling.
need to tell you, oh, I don't really love how you phrase this or put this, like, in that moment. You know,
Yeah.
like, I think a good friend, like, hears you out in that moment or listens to you or gives you advice or celebrates you in
Yeah.
that moment because that's what a friend
Yeah.
should do. And then, like, like,
You should have to find a good person.
yeah.
Even in our group
Just be a
chat,
good
I feel
person.
like just be a good person, because in our group chat, like, even if I'm having a miserable day,
Miserable.
but you have something exciting
Yeah.
to say, or Spencer again gets a good grade, like, I'm like, oh my god, yay,
Right,
and that's
right.
exciting. Or even like, reading the room, like. Even on our group chat again, like, if one of us is not doing well, but the other one, like, needs to share something exciting or has a question, like, you're being mindful of
right,
how to
of course. Or, like,
I'm
waiting
gonna
a
out Spencer
second
right now.
or, like, yeah.
Like,
But-
the other day, you were having a really bad blood sugar, and we were responding and helping to the best of our ability,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to show somewhat that I was
Yeah,
there,
yeah, of course.
or listening,
Yeah.
that you weren't feeling well. Spencer really needed help with an outfit. So she texted me separately, like, I don't want to be insensitive, but does this look bad on me?
Oh, wait, that's really cute, though.
Well, it's so, like,
see, but that's the
I mean,
perfect
I felt
example.
guilty, like, talking about that when you're having a bad day.
No, but
and
that's
it's,
the perfect example. Like, that's a good friend. Like, she
didn't
put
know
my needs before her own in that moment.
Yeah, she was like, well, Soph's house is on fire right
and
now,
mine's just smoking.
and mine's just smoking. But I actually, like, kind of need advice, so let me go to a different friend
and
for
see,
that.
that's a perfect example of, like, reading the room and, like,
be like Sophie.
being present. But there's also been times where, like, I've been having, like, a problem, but, like, for example, like, if on the day you got engaged, I was having, like, a shit day, you would not know for, like, a day or two.
Yeah.
Because, like, in that moment, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we are celebrating this, you know? Like, I just feel like that's, like, a random example of, like, no, I don't think so. I was trying to find...
shoot, I feel bad. No, I had, like, one of my close friends, unfortunately, had someone in their life that passed away that day.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's just crazy how life is. You can celebrate one day and then mourn the next day.
People are born the same day people die.
Yeah. So, but, like, she was just, like... Oh my God, I have the chills because there's like kind of a few friends that were going through it, and I didn't realize it. I didn't mean to tell her, you know?
Right.
And it's like, but those to me were green flags in a friend because she still showed up and she stayed on that FaceTime, and I was like, no, we don't need to talk about my engagement. Like, are you okay? What happened? Like, tell me. And like, well, for her, it was comforting to like, she didn't want to talk about it, so it was nice as distraction. But like, she still showed up and was like, this is such a huge pivotal point in your life, and like I want to be there for you too, but I'm like, okay, let's like call next week.
Like we can revisit this, right?
Like, let me help you. Do I need to visit you? But
that's a good example of like a friendship that's like more low maintenance. Like they're just there. Like I feel like when you're constantly having to like put in work for a friendship to like keep the friendship going, or like you always feel this guilt of like, no, I have to be there for them right now because I just have to, or else they're not gonna be my friends. Like that is not a low maintenance friend. That's someone who's like in effort to you, and you're kind of just keeping around to like keep around. And I just feel like there's a big difference.
Yeah, it's like maybe you want to be liked, especially I think now in our 20s, the low maintenance versus high maintenance friendships are a huge thing, because now your time is limited when you get to hang out with your friends. Again, you're not in school where you're like with them for 8 hours that day. It's like you have to pick and choose,
right?
Almost.
And partners get more serious.
Exactly. So it's like picking and choosing my free time wisely, who I want to spend it with, and my friends who are high maintenance. It's like it becomes like we talk about, it's like a check off my to-do list. Okay, I saw her this week. Yeah, like we got my walk done. Like, so something that was once enjoyable, this friendship, is now becoming a chore on my to-do list, which is not fair to them, not fair to me, not fair to us. You have to like reevaluate who those people are, I think. And then like, I mean, if a friend is making you feel like they're high maintenance and need to see you all the time, they're not. It is hard because like we're not on the same path. Like I feel like you, me, and Spencer are great examples of low maintenance friends. It's like she's busy with her life, you can be busy with your life, I'm busy with my life, but I'm not offended. I'm not like, oh, she hates me, we're not friends anymore. It's like, oh, she's busy, and that doesn't mean that we can't all be like, okay, wait, maybe we should all hang out soon. Like, you know.
And I also feel like that's something that kind of doesn't get talked about a lot, that does make a good friend, is like allowing your friends to grow apart from you and like evolve and whatever if they need to, or like allowing them to have that like busy year where they're not talking to you as much, or they're doing other things, they're preoccupied, like they're focusing on work, or they're in a new relationship, whatever it is. Like I think giving them that space
and not taking it
so personally,
because I saw a question on one of our posts once that was like, how do I take it personally if I feel like not take it personally if they've grown out of our friendship? And it's like, I think it's like you realizing it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the season in life that they're in, and like if it's meant to be, you guys will like.
People are in your life for a reason, season of their lifetime.
Yeah. And the same thing on like the low maintenance, high maintenance, and like checking off. I think I know the green flag friend is when I leave. It's so cheesy, but did they fill my cup?
Yeah,
or did they drain me? And
or are you second guessing? Like, are you, when you leave, are you like, oh shit, like, did I say the right thing? Are they gonna like have a negative opinion about me? Or like, that is the
it's like, it's like a friend of me, literally a friend. When you leave, I hate. It's like having anxiety. Almost.
Yes,
is that? Anxiety. Yeah, where it's like, oh my god, did I overshare? Or like, did they think I'm stupid?
Oh my god, I was so loud.
Yeah, like I hate that. But that is also a red flag, I think, for a friend, because for like for me, I know, like, even if I was being loud and annoying with you and Spencer, like, I know you're not, like, talking shit about me.
No,
like, you're just like, that's Sophie.
Right.
Like,
also, like, a green flag for a friend.
Yeah.
Is I want you to be able to say to my, even if I'm getting offended, even if it makes me mad or upset, say it to my face. Like, say whatever you, like, would, quote unquote, talk shit about afterward. Like, say it to my face.
Yeah.
Like, be real with me. Like, yes, I might get offended. Yes, I might take it personally.
Yeah.
But I would always rather a friend, a partner, say it to me.
Yeah, because
Like,
you
be
want to feel
direct.
like when you walk out of a room, are those people talking shit
Right.
about you?
Right.
And then in terms of, like, yeah, when you...
We got a call from Bubba's.
I'm like, he's annoying. It's on Do Not Disturb, so that means he, like...
He called 3 times.
Hopefully he's not dead.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't be calling if he was...
Oh, yeah. Thank God. We have a wedding to plan.
I was like, I'm still keeping the ring. Yeah. Filling your cup, for example, like, I've left, like, even friends I haven't seen in a long time, like childhood friends or like my day-to-day friends, obviously, and I feel like a completely new person. Like, is it the dopamine goes into me almost? It's like after a workout, you're on a high.
Like, excited, inspired.
I can be like, oh, I'm not in the mood to go to this dinner, and all of a sudden, like, you feel inspired, or you feel, even if that conversation wasn't anything worthwhile, you maybe felt really, like, listened to and heard and cared for and understood. And I think we've touched on this before too, but when you're in a conversation with somebody, like you and I are like that too, where we feel like we have to, like, keep the conversation going almost, but, like, there's 2 people in that room.
Yes, yeah.
It's not on you to just keep it going. You know, it's like if they're not reciprocating back, like, I don't know, because I used to be like, oh, that was That's So Embarrassing episode.
Yeah.
That's more embarrassing of them, not me. I shouldn't feel anxious after that. I was an open and honest person.
Right. No, I know the best feeling is when you, even especially actually if you were dreading going somewhere because you were tired, whatever, and you go and hang out with a friend and you leave and you're like, I don't even know what we talked about, but, like, I feel good. Like, I'm excited. And then you feel like you have to call someone else on the way home because you're just, like, feeling good. Like, I don't know. That's just, like, there's,
like, a friend that trained you. You're like, I'm going to stay in my room the rest of the night. Like, I'm exhausted.
It's not only mentally exhausting, like, to encounter those people, but then when you feel mentally exhausted by mentally exhausting friends, that's mentally exhausting. So they're like, oh my God, this person, like, I love them, but, like,
it is hard.
Something that I want to flag as a red flag is, like, I've seen a lot of, like, discourse about this on TikTok too, but, like, when you find out why the friend who has no friends has no friends. Like, the people who you meet and you're like, this person doesn't have any long-term friendships. They
talk shit about
everyone, and they are always the victim in every story. Like, they always have crazy things happening to them that, like, someone's always doing them wrong, and it's just, like, I think a lot of the time you start to learn, like, you were the problem. So for me, like, something that I, like, am aware of is, like, when I'm making new friends or something, like, that's something I always notice is if someone's constantly victimizing themselves
or talking shit about others.
I'm like, okay, noted, because what are you saying about me when I leave the room?
Something my mom always says, because I'm always like, okay, well, if I'm with, for example, a friend who's also friends with another friend and they're talking shit about that person and they're confiding in me, do I, like, agree? Do I nod? I don't want to, like, even if I agreed or disagreed, like, I don't want to add to the drama, but I don't want to be like, whatever. So I think you can say, like, I don't want to talk badly about them. Like, I don't, like, I kind of want to stay out of it.
That is such an interesting topic because it does put you in a weird place. I feel like first of all, I don't like it. Like, I really don't like when people try to talk shit about people that I care about or that I'm friends with. Like, I have a hard time. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. Like, I don't know. But something I do is I will provide a listening ear, but I won't say anything back. Like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, no, I get that. Like, I'll just, like, I'll acknowledge what they're feeling.
Yeah.
I will, like, give them the space to say anything they want to say, and, like, I'm not going to go and tell the other person unless it's, like...
if they're talking shit about them, they're probably going to talk shit about you to that person, so you might as well keep your mouth shut.
I'll tell you if an acquaintance is talking about you, but, like, if Spencer came to me to confide in me about something, I don't think I necessarily would come to you because it's not... There's no need. But, like, if you come to me about Spencer or something, like, I'm going to listen and, like, I'm going to say, like, no, I get that. I'm going to, like, respond, be like, huh, that's so weird. I wonder.
Maybe there's, like, some piece of advice that you can give me that's not
maybe she felt this way, or, like, whatever. Or even just, like, you should talk to her. Or, like, but, like, I have a really hard time when friends come to me, which doesn't happen often because I have good friends.
Yeah, but I have been in a room with you before where someone is talking poorly about the other person, and instead of saying tell me more, or just like, oh really, like you know, whatever, you were very much like, I won't like agree, like I have to see it to believe it almost.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, you're like, oh, I've never had that.
I've never experienced
that with that person, so that's kind of interesting. And I think that is also another tough part, because if you are telling me, like, talking shit about somebody, I guess it's different if they're also my best friend, then I'd be like, I've never experienced that, that's weird. Well, but if you're talking about shit about something like you don't like, and I don't know, I'd be like, well, fuck them, I hate them too, and I'll give them, like, I won't say hi if I see them, because you don't like them. But it's
also, like, it depends on what's being told too, because if you come to me and you're like, Spencer said this really terrible thing to me, and, like, she really hurt my feelings, and, like, sorry, Spencer, I'm using you as an example, but, like, she said this, like, really awful thing to me, like, really hurtful, I'm not gonna be like, okay, say it was like, I can't even think of something, but like, say it was so bad and you were like, I just like can't be around her anymore. Like, I would never be like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I'm still gonna be friends with her because she didn't do anything to me. I'm not gonna do that. But if it's like a small little thing, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, fuck Spencer, she's so annoying, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be like, dang, that sucks. I'm sorry she did that. Like, I don't know why she... But, so there's, like, obviously, again, like, there's extremes.
But if it's someone that you've never met before, you're like, oh, well, I probably won't be her friend then.
Right. But I do hate when someone did you so wrong and then your friend continues to be friends with them.
Oh,
that is
I've seen that.
Worst.
Yeah, I have.
The
I
worst.
know a lot of people like that. Yeah, that's crazy to me. I have a hard time with that because of growing up with my sisters, and like my sister had me in high school friends, and like even it's been 10 years later, and I've had one of them come up to me at a party, and she used to come over all the time, but then she was mean to her one time, and she was like, oh my god, hi, do you remember me? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, don't know your
But
name.
I knew her, but like I was like, don't fuck with me. And and Casey was like, she was like, wait, Sophie, like, we're cool, like, it's fine. I was like, I don't care. Yeah. Like, she wronged you in a way, like, I hate her. Sorry.
Even like, you have a couple of friends where like, I have a problem with them because of things they've done to you.
Yeah.
And like, you're not super close with any of these people, but like, they're still in your life because you care and you're a good person and like, whatever. But like, I have to remind myself, like, Soph?
Yeah.
They're important to Sophie.
Also,
so you need to be nice to them.
It's actually also interesting in different seasons. So, like, if I wasn't as close to them last year, but maybe now we've, like, made up and we're close friends, you have to, like,
I'm
adjust
like, okay,
as that.
we like her again. Got it. Like, okay, she's off that list.
I'll keep the knife behind my back.
The sheath is off, but it's not in my back.
Yeah, just in case. Just she's sus.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is, like, you have to, like, quick to adjust.
I'm like, okay, my eye's twitching, but I like her too now, Sophie. Yeah.
You can come to my party.
Yeah, sure. Come on over. Yeah, don't worry, nobody at my Halloween party was this person, so don't get thinking if you were at my party.
I was like, I think it's like my cousin.
Yeah, it's like
my sister.
Max, I actually hate you.
Addie's so great. They just like are friends with everybody.
I love
like they were able to talk to everybody. So funny.
Addie's so great.
There's so much to do with friendships, and
so much.
You could take this advice too with relationships. And
I mean,
like romantic relationships or parent relationship or friend.
Yes,
your relationship with your parent or your sibling ebbs and flows since when you were younger to older too, and how to navigate that, and maybe maybe your parent or sibling doesn't get you now but did get you then, so maybe there's still a way you can connect to them that could feel safe and comforting. And I think the older you get, you do get more and more nostalgic and grieve your childhood or maybe someone you once were. Definitely. Because I think we always talk about like growing older and I'm not the same person that I was, but I think there's some parts of Sophie that in younger version that it was so innocent, and like I do miss that.
And sometimes I feel like when I look
wild.
Back, yeah, you're crazy. No, I do feel like though if I look back at old versions of myself, sometimes I'm like, she was kind of me without like accessories. Like she was like me at my core, and she's still with me, but now there's like more to me. So
more experiences, more friends, more friendships you've had to navigate. Like there's so much I wish I could tell her.
I know. We should maybe
I wish I could have met you.
No.
At 15.
My side part.
No, like 13. Or like when we were dancing, like competitive dancing.
Yeah, actually that would have been fun.
Like,
yeah. And it's so funny too because now I'm like,
no, don't mean
going
me.
back. Wait, my camera's gonna die. We need to stop. But like going back to like, it's so weird. In high school, I showed up differently at school and at dance, but at dance was who I really was.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
We should do an episode where they like, where the listeners write in, like, specific friendship situations where we like give advice. That'd be cool.
It could be like a part 2 on our friendship.
Let us know if you guys want
advice.
that.
Because I think we were kind of good at giving advice. So
Kind of perfect at giving advice.
No, I'm just kidding. We're still learning and navigating like our friendships in general. So many different people. I'm still like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
We'll send a voice memo soon because next week's topic
Is too long to text.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy November.
Happy Nove.